everybody, it is me, Kiki, with another video. I'm gonna do some more videos. So this is what one of the videos I decided to do, just jumping on impromptu. You can tell by my background. But anyway, who am I? I am Kiki, the infamous Kiki. Yeah, I didn't give myself that name, but um, this is gonna be a Jehovah's Witness video. I am an ex-Jehovah's Witness. I was a Jehovah's Witness for 10 years. I was a baptized witness. And I've been away from the organization for 20 years. I was a Jehovah's Witness apologist. Like, I had no idea what any of these things were going on up until a year ago because I'm sitting at home, unemployed, watching TV, and saw a documentary on Netflix and decided to do my research myself. So this is still on my journey of watching documentaries and YouTube channels such as Lloyd Evans and all the other ones out there. Jexit. Um, just there's so many out there that I really watch and follow. So this is my journey. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness activist. I don't really encourage people to leave the organization. I just say do whatever makes you happy. I just offer my opinions. If you like the channel, if you like me, please like me, like, share, subscribe, comment below. I know I have some ex JW followers. A lot of you guys are. And so what I was going to talk about the documentary, the other one that was done. Uh, but we're going to talk about the Four Corners one that just came out from Australia. Escaping Jehovah's Witness inside the dangerous world of a brutal religion. I'm just watching this while you see me looking up because I'm just watching this on YouTube. I'll leave a link below so you can watch this on YouTube if you haven't seen it yet. Some of you may have never heard of it. It just dropped. It's hot like a hot potato. It dropped. It dropped like a Drake mixtape, honey. Like the new Kanye West album. It's just dropped. So I'm just gonna offer my opinions on it. Um, And so, like, if you want to support the channel, I do own 3 businesses. I'm a working mother. I'm a working single, widowed late young lady. And like I said, I have nothing against Jehovah's Witnesses as an organization. Any of the people have been lovely people. I had good experience when I was in the organization, so I wasn't abused or anything like this. So this Four Corners documentary, it's about 46 minutes long. There's really not too much new information. I mean, I think it's like a crash course on JW. It's like an expose light. I thought it was nicely done. They had interviews from people. Like I said, most of these people, there's a few Americans. Most of these people are lawyers. Most of the people from the UK. Um, and it wasn't really anything new in the documentary. So I think this documentary is really good. I'm gonna tell you what this documentary is for. It's for those who have never been Jehovah's Witnesses before, who don't really know a lot about the abuse allegations and things going on in the organization. So if you're looking to explain to somebody what's going on, how the organization is set up, because they touch on that, and it really gives like a crash course, something quick hit for people, for the uninitiated into the XJW world, for them to watch it. This also may be good if you're trying to explain to family members and friends who are Jehovah's Witnesses, if you can get them to watch this. Um, this documentary expose, from what I know, is being aired in Australia because of the Australian Royal Commission and stuff like that. So again, this isn't a deep dive for those of us who kind of already seen documentaries and know things. This is really for the uninitiated, for people who you know are I would say aren't part of the Jehovah's Witness organization. This is what this is for. So the audience is intended to inform people, the lay people, the average person out there about Jehovah's Witness. Um, I'm trying to think, is there something interesting I find about this? About the legal cases, I found some of that very interesting about like the settlements and the legal cases. And like I said, it's only 46 minutes, so they really couldn't get into like, a deep dive. The Vice documentary that I did, I have a whole 30-minute spiel on the Vice documentary. That one was a bit more in depth and it's longer. I think it's like an hour and 20 minutes. And so if you haven't seen that one, I would suggest you see that one too. I might leave links below for that one too. Um, it was nicely done. The production value is done very well. They talk about some of the Jehovah's Witnesses productions, and like I said, I'm still shocked over the videos and the cartoons and the TV shows. It touches on the abuse allegations, also being gay in the organization. It talks to several people who are LGBTQA who are part of that, and how they were dealt with and told to just pray the gay away, I guess. Um, there was something interesting about that. The guy was saying that the organization is very homophobic. I can honestly say my experience with homosexual people in the congregation, some of them I knew that they were undercover. But with the Jehovah's Witnesses, there's a catch-22. You can be gay as long as you don't act on it. So I guess you're supposed to be celibate for the rest of your life, but you can be gay. But he was saying that, it's very homophobic. I think a lot of times the homophobia is just, it's depending on what culture you're in, depending on what area you're in. I live in a very metropolitan area, even though I'm in Texas, I'm in a conservative state. I never really saw or experienced a lot of like gross homophobia. That would have turned me off. Even when I was a Jehovah's Witness, I was not a homophobe. Even as a Jehovah's Witness, I thought homosexuality was biblically wrong. I thought there's no way of getting out of the scriptures, really, to me, even me being an atheist. The Bible is pretty clear. A man shouldn't lay with a man, and a woman shouldn't lie with a woman. And people have tried to explain that away and done certain things. But the Bible says what it says. The Bible says that a woman is supposed to stay silent in the congregation. And again, people have tried to explain that away. But if you believe in the Bible, then I mean, you're pretty much following the Bible to a T, which witnesses do. So that's what would you believe? You believe that women should be silent in the congregation. You believe that homosexuality is wrong. There's other things in the Bible that's pretty plain and pretty clear, that people just kind of like reinvent and reimagine. But those are two things that I think that are like, okay, I can see where the witnesses are coming from. But then again, that's if you believe in the Bible. I don't. So, um, yeah, so that's just neither here nor there. But I just thought it was interesting that the man, and I don't know where he's from, but said that they were blatantly homophobic. And I know that people they played a video of Caleb and whatever the girl's name, I don't know. I like I said, this is all new to me, to Caleb and Colin or whatever. Videos for kids, and the little girl was saying in the expose that they played the video about saying that she went to school, and some classmate has two mommies, and that's okay as long as you love each other. And they were like, no, 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 this is why the Bible says this is wrong, or whatever, and everything like that. And I understand that, but I think degrees of homophobia varies with people life experiences, varies with congregations. Like I said, when I was Jehovah's Witness, I didn't hear a lot of people throwing gay people under the bus. I didn't hear a lot of that, and didn't experience a lot of that. If I would experience a lot of that, that would have severely turned me off. Um, and I would have vehemently disagreed with being, I consider myself being, when I was Jehovah's Witness, I considered homosexuality a sin like fornication. And again, I don't know if that teaching has changed, but I believe that's how we were taught, that homosexuality is just as bad as having sex outside of marriage, cheating on your wife, your husband. It was a sin. Pornea, like it was, looking at porn, like it was up there in the sin. Unlike the way evangelicals and a lot of churches portray homosexuality, like you're up there with the devil, like oh my God, you're gonna die and roast in hell because you're gay. I always appreciated Jehovah's Witnesses stance is like, it's a sin. You're not supposed to lay with a man. It's a lifestyle choice, even though I don't believe that. I believe people were born that way. But they really felt it was a lifestyle choice, and that you could just choose not to act on it, that people have these desires, but you could choose not to act on these desires, which is utterly, completely ridiculous. But I've been to some other churches where they consider gay people to be like need to be stoned and killed, and they're just horrible. So yeah, I found that interesting during the documentary. What else? I thought it was nice. I mean, it's nice to see this is getting out. It's to the point where now there are so many documentaries out there. I honestly, the question I ask people, I don't see how the Jehovah's Witnesses are bringing new people in the fold when there's so much of this stuff is out now. Like they're putting this stuff on TV, they're putting this stuff on, TV shows, and they're putting these documentaries out, and before these documentaries were kind of like in their own little niche. They were on somebody's, website or some small little YouTube channel making their own homemade documentaries, or they're writing their own little books. Now people are getting the message really out there with books, with YouTube channels, with websites, with databases. There's all kinds of things out there talking about Jehovah's Witnesses and the abuse scandals. And this is just, it's going all over the place now. It's like almost international. I feel like I don't know which country next is going to make a big, huge expose. America's made several documentaries, and now it's Australia, and then I believe the UK has made some. I mean, it's just, I wish Africa would get on board. Anyway, I think somebody really needed concerted effort to wake up the brothers and sisters in Africa because they are really like ride or die with Watchtower. But I just small steps. There are YouTubers out there that are um, from the Africa that are doing YouTube channels and trying to put their own voices out there. But yeah, this Four Corners, good job. Like I said, good production value, not anything too shocking. I really, like I said, I encourage you to get family and friends to watch it, spouses, people who are not familiar with the organization. I hope, I think this will probably spread like wildfire and make the Watchtower organization probably look bad. But you can't stop it. Like, you can't stop the media. You can't stop, how much as they try, you can't stop people from telling their truth. There's been an effort to try to stop people from having YouTube channels and demonetize people channels. My channel's not monetized, so you know. And again, like I said, I'm not here to slander the organization. I'm just here to report what I see, tell my story of what happened. I don't consider Jehovah's Witnesses really any worse than any Christian organization. I think that's why my stance is a little bit different. I mean, yeah, there are things that their dogma and their religious uh, doctrine is severe and hardcore. I do believe they're a high control religion or a cult or whatever you want to call it. Yes, but there are other religions out there who are not as strict, not as culty, but just as damaging, that are hurting people. I just don't want people to get hurt. I don't want people to lose their families and their kids and the dog and the cat and their wives and everything just because they decide to not be part of this religion anymore. I would love it for the Watchtower Bible Tract Society to just come out and say, we're not going to shun anymore, and we're going to report child abuse to the authorities automatically. Like, if they would come out and say that, I would be like, yes, yes, because I believe that Jehovah's Witnesses and the organization are good people, and they deserve to believe whatever they want to believe. They deserve to have any kind of faith that they want to faith. I would never take that away from anybody. Um, but I just believe that people deserve so much more from their governments, from their religions, from these institutions that are taking us, that have power, taking our money, taking our minds. People are brainwashed by certain things, and I just hate to see that happen to anybody. And to know that I've lived through it and I've been through it, then I just feel like, and I haven't talked about it ever. And this is like really my first time really talking about it. And I'm just happy to have somebody to listen. You find people to listen about my experiences. And some of my experiences I've reflected on and didn't realize how maybe it may have skewed my thinking for a long time, even after I left. And And like I said, my experiences wasn't all bad. There's some things about being a witness that I really learned, as a person. But then there's some things that I'm just like, okay, thank God I wasn't born into this. Um, and was in it for decades, and people in it for 40, 50 years or all their lives, and they feel like they're trapped in their family and friends. I just am happy that my life and my situation didn't end up like a lot of other people who are hurt and who are suffering, and they're still hurt and still suffering and in therapy, um, because what of this is this organization and a lot of religious organizations have hurt people. So I suggest you watch it. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. I had to turn up on the video and do it live from the boudoir. Boudoir. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna post some other videos uh in the next coming days. I'm trying to record videos and then post them and then record them all at the same time and post them so I don't get burnt out or having to like put all this makeup on and do all this stuff, because it takes a lot. This is a lot, people, a lot. But so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Have a good day or night or evening or wherever you're at. Bye.